It's like just when you thought things couldn't get much worse. So today was the final performance of Midsummer, and it was a Sunday matinee at 1 p.m. Alberta's. So I figured today was going to be our best day. We were filming today. Everything that's gone wrong, or could have possibly gone wrong, has already gone wrong, right? So I get there around like 11:30, and my first immediate thought is, I really hope we're not locked out again. I swear to God, if we're locked out again. So I get there, and Brendan lets us in because he got in through the locker room. And then I found a basketball coach, and he disarmed the alarm. We got in, no problem. Everything was fine. I was like, okay, fabulous. Everybody set your props. Everybody get into costume. It's like noon. I'm like, great, okay. This is a really stress-free day. I'm very glad we have this performance. This is the one. This is the one. It's going to go perfect. Everything's going to be amazing. I was really looking forward to it. So I'm in hair and makeup. Around 12:40, 20 minutes to curtain, I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Where's Dan? Dan is playing Francis flute, and he was not there. So I'm like, somebody call him. They call him, he doesn't answer. They keep calling him, he's not answering. They're like, he's probably still sleeping. So I'm like, okay, Dan lives 5 minutes away. Somebody get in the car, get him out of bed, tell him to bring his costume in the car, get changed on the way here. So they get there at like 12:50. They call me. Yeah, Dan's at his dad's house in Nyack, which is like 15 minutes. So I'm like, okay, go get him. We'll delay the show. So they go there, and they're still calling him, still texting him, everything. No answer from Dan. They get to Nyack, nobody answers. They don't see his car anywhere. Dan is completely missing, gone. And we're about 10 minutes past 1. So I'm freaking out. And I'm not crying or anything. I'm just so incredibly angry with Dan. I'm like, God help that boy. How could he do this? How could he do this to any of us? You know, this is not fair. This is ridiculous. But thinking on my feet, I was like, all right, Derek, he's playing Peter Quince. I'm like, okay, we're going to combine the two parts. Just when you get to this first scene, say your thing about, like, bottom, you're going to play Pyramus. Then just be like, myself, I will play Thisbe. And then just make a joke, some sort of improv joke, about how, like, maybe he did this because he's secretly in love with Bottom. So, and then I'm like, the second scene, you can hold the script with you because you can just make it like, oh, you don't know your lines yet because they're just rehearsing. No big deal. And then for when they do the Pyramus and Thisbe play, write all the lines on your hand. This way you can make it a joke as if like, oh, he still doesn't know his lines, whoa. And so we did that. We got through the show. It was actually brilliant. Derek did a wonderful job. We were about half hour late opening. People were pissed. But, you know, like, it's a high school play. What are you going to do? So Derek went on. Derek did it brilliantly. We finished it. They gave me flowers. I didn't cry, shockingly. I think I was just kind of numb at that point, given all the challenges we'd faced and all the hell I'd been through putting it on. I was just so numb to any tears by the time they gave me my flowers. But it was nice. We did a good job. Everyone thought we did well. We struck the set. We got to the diner at like 4:30. We hung out. We ate. And then around 6 o'clock, my mom calls me. And she's like, hey, you got to get home now because I need you to wash the purple streaks out of your hair before we go to church. And I'm like, okay. But we had to drop John Gardner home. So we're driving. We drop him home. On the way back, my mom calls. And she's fuming. She's like, you're not going to church, but you're getting up at 6:30 every morning. You're going every day this week. You're grounded this weekend. Even though she already offered to have a cast party at our house on Saturday, and everyone's already invited, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. And also, I have my interview at DeSales University on Sunday, so I kind of can't be grounded this weekend. And I'm working on Wednesday, so I have to not be grounded. I don't know. We'll see what happens. My mom is currently fuming at me. She's at church right now. She's pissed, and quite frankly, I am just so done with everything right now. I just kind of want to go to bed. And it kind of just hit me halfway through our meal at the diner that it's over, and I started crying, and I think I'm going to cry now.